Well, hello again. I've got a Sudoku here that I'm interested to try today. It's actually a few small Sudokus that are all linked together. This one we're going to be doing in Penpa, and this is by Janamico. I just found this on Logic Masters Germany. It's his linked six pack number five, which presumably means he's made four of these before. So there's a whole bunch of rules. I'm not going to be able to fit them all on the screen here, but right above me where I usually put the rules, right up there, I'll kind of maybe have them scroll through or something. But we'll quickly go through all of them. So skyscraper is the rules in this upper left grid, and skyscrapers just mean that if the digit was the height of a skyscraper, this number is telling you how many skyscrapers would be visible. So if you had 4, 5, and 6, you would see those 4, 5, and 6. If you had 4 and 2, and then 5 and 6, you would see the fourth. You wouldn't see the second one. Then you'd see the fifth and the sixth, because the second one would be hidden behind the 4. So skyscraper. Search 6. So this one is whatever number is in the arrow is telling you how far away the 6 is. So if you had a 2 right there, the 6 would be 2 cells away. 1 is a liar. So these digits on the outside, one of the two digits is in the first two cells in the row or column. So like in one of these two cells, there has to be a 3 or a 4, and it's exactly 1 is a liar. So one of the two has to be true, and one of the two has to be a lie. Next to 6 sum down here. So wherever you find the 6 in the row or column, the digits surrounding it have to equal this total here. So if the 6 was right there, these two would have to sum to 5. You could have 2, 5 or something there. So right over here, increasing. These are basically thermos without bulbs. So the numbers just have to increase moving along the line in one direction or the other. You don't know which way it's increasing. And little killer, this is standard little killer. The number gives you the sum of the digits along the diagonal, and digits can repeat. And and the final rule is the circles in the middle here. These give you the difference between the two cells on either side. So these two cells right here have to differ by 2. These two have to differ by 3. And I believe that's all the rules. So I'm going to give it a try now. I'll leave the link in the description where you can try this puzzle. Give it a shot, and let me know how you do. Let's get our timer going there. Okay, now let's see. What can we do? There's a lot to look at, so I'm not sure where to start. I guess we could start right here. This is a 6-cell thermo, essentially. I'm going to think of it as a thermo. We don't know. Oh, so we don't know which way it's going. So it actually. Right. So it's going to start and end with the 6. It's going to have a 2, 5 in the middle. There you go. And a 3, 4. So it's either going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Which then means that this is going to have to be a 2 or a 5 because it's one different. And maybe these arrows are the place to look because. Right, right. So there's some arrows pointing at each other. So, yeah, okay. So this row, for example, row 6, can only have one 6 in it, obviously, right? So if there's two arrows pointing at a 6 in the same row, they have to be pointing at the same 6, which means the 6 has to be in the middle here. And, right, so this can't be a 5, because if this was a 5, that would mean there's a 6 all the way over here. So this is a 2, which gives us the order of these 3, 4, 5, 6, and tells us that the 6 is right there, which means this is a 1. There we go. And now this is a 4, because the 6 is 4 away from it. These two actually have to be 1 or 2, because the 6 has to be right up there, and we've already got the 2 and the 1 down here. So this is 2 and 1, 6 and 6. Let's see, this one could be 1, 2, or 3, I guess. These two have to be pointing at a 6 in the middle here, which is going to have to be right there because we've already got these 3 6s. So that gives us a 2 right there and a 3 right there, which means this is 2 or 4 because of the 1 difference here. This has to be a 1. It's the only spot in the row for a 1. Those are 4 and 5. Oh, this is a 2 now because of we've got the 6. So these are 1, 3, and 5. This one can't be a 1. That one can't be a 3. Three, four. These are 3, 4, or 5. I'm just wondering. Oh yeah, the 6 is there. 6 is down here too. We have 2's there. I'm wondering if I'm going to get much more out of this grid without getting some of the connecting digits, but wow, this is a 5. Now, the circles are kind of, the empty circles are kind of interesting because uh, they don't really tell us much. Because it's not like you can't repeat a digit in the circles or something. So that being a 5 doesn't really tell us anything about the other circles. So I guess the only thing the empty circles do is they can't be a 0. They have to be 1 to 5. So you couldn't put, so for example, we can't put a 6 right here because, I mean, it can't be anyways. But if we didn't have that 6, we still couldn't put a 6 here because there'd be a 0 in the circle. Let's see. We've got all the 6's up here. We've got, can we do anything else with the, oh yeah, we can get a 1 here. There's a 1 up there. Now there's a 1 in one of these, which means there's a 3 over here. Because whichever one is the 1 is going to have the 3 next to it. Now, oh, we've got a 4 looking at a 5 right there. This is 5, 5, 3, 4, okay. So there's a 2 up there. Let's see, 2 and 3. And these. 4, 4. There's a 4 down here. What do we have left in this row? 3 and 4? 3 and 4. 1, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I'm not sure I can do much more. 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I'm not seeing much else I can do with that right now. Okay. So, oh, this is a 5. Because we've got the 6 and it has to be a difference of 1. Let's see. This over here, yeah, that's going to have lots of options. It could be 1, 5, 2, or 6. Yeah. So, where do we go next? Okay, so like like normal thermos, you can't put a 1 or a 6 in the middle of a thermo. So we've already got 1, 2, and 3. So that's a 4 or a 5. This is a 5 or a 6 because it sees 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is a 1 or a 2 because it sees the 3, 4, 5, 6. And this one is 2 or 3. So, right. So can this be a 2? No, because if this is a 2, one of these sides has to be lower, which would then have to be a 1. But if this is a 2, that's a 1. So this actually is a 3, and I think you can do the same thing over here the other way around. If this was a 5, you'd have to have a 6, but that's a 6. So this has to be a 4. Um, 3. So this is 1, 2, 4, and these are 3, 5, 6. So there's a 3 up here, and there's a 4 up here. But that doesn't tell us. So up here, the 1 told us we had a 3. But this tells us there's a 2 or a 4 in here. So that's not as helpful. Okay, well, well, this should be an obvious one here, right? The little killer, and this one too. These are 1 and 3. And this can't be 3 because there's nothing that differs by 4 with 3. So that's a 5. This is a 3. Which means this has to be 4 or 6 because a 4 or a 6 has to appear in one of these two. And it can't be a 6 because, like we were saying, you can't put a 0 in a circle. So this is a 4. Now, that gives us a 2 there. So there's a 5 here. I wonder if there's something we can do. We've got a lot of 3s up here. So in these two columns, we can only have 2 3s. But we have exactly 2 3s. But we can only have 2 3s. So 2 of these. Oh, and actually this one too. Well, yeah, you could put a 3 right there, which would work for both of those, I guess. But still, you're definitely going to have at least 2 of these that aren't going to be able to have a 3. We've got 3 1s. You can only have 2 1s. So one of those. But that doesn't necessarily mean that one of these 3s has to be in, does it? Because you could have the 2 with 2 1s, and these could be 3s. Yeah. Yeah, I think you could. It looks like that might be possible. So, okay. Well, I guess this is a 2, 4, or 6 from the 1 and the 5 there. Can we do anything with these other little killers? Oh, I don't know, because the maximum here is 5, 6, and 6, which is 17. That gives us way too much freedom there. And this one's going to be even worse probably. 5, 6, 6, 6. Yeah. You've got a maximum of 23, minimum of 5. Yeah. I don't think that's going to be very helpful. Maybe skyscrapers. Let's look at the skyscrapers up here. So, okay, so we know since the 6 is the tallest skyscraper, no matter where the 6 is, it will be visible, right? The 6 is always visible, no matter how tall the buildings are in front. So the 6 can't be in the first 2 here because you've got to have the 6 has to be the third visible skyscraper. So let's maybe mark where 6 is. Maybe we'll highlight them. I'm gonna go blue. No, we'll do yellow. Yellow. So these can't be. I'm gonna mark where 6's can't be. So basically, you just take the clue minus 1, and that's how many cells can't be 6's. So, oh, and look at that. Box 3 right here. We get a 6. That's the only place you can put a 6, which now tells us these two, they could be almost anything, but they have to be increasing because you have to see all 3 of these. So you couldn't put a 5 there, essentially. So there's a 6 over here. There's a 6. Oh, column 1. The 6 has to be there. So this can't be 6. But that one can't be 6. So you've got to have... There has to be a 6 over here, and a 6 over here, and 1 in here, but... So can that be a 6? No, that can't be a 6, because you have to have 1 in one of these 3. So that can't be a 6. Oh, it can't be a 6 anyways, because there's 6 in the row. Uh, let's see. We can't put the 5 in there. Does that help at all? Oh, we also can't put the 5 right here. Right, Because if you put the 5 here, you're only going to see the 5 and then the 6 wherever it is. And you need to have 4 visible in this row. So this can't be a 5, and you can't put the 5 up here. Right, because, oh no, the 5 could be there, couldn't it? You can't put the 5 here or here because of these clues, but the 5 could be there, and you'd still have 3 visible that way. So that could be a 5. Oh, and this can't be a 5 because of this 3. So yeah, you can't put a 5 in any of those, so this is the 5 up here. Yeah, okay. And now, well, whatever this is, it doesn't really matter because it's going to be lower than the 5, so you're going to see that digit, the 5 and the 6. So don't know if we know much more. So the 5, so you can kind of do the same type of thing as with the 6, right? The 5, if the 6 can't be in the first 3 because this is a 4, then the 5 can't be in the first 2. So that can't be a 5. So we have a 5 in one of those. 5 can't be there, but it can be anywhere else, yeah. 5 can't be in those two. Can't be. So the 5 is one of those. If this was the 5, that would be a 3. I think that's okay. Okay. I'm going to get rid of this highlighting. There we go. Let's see. I'm not seeing much else we can do in the skyscraper, so let's move on from there. Is there anything we can do with this next to 6 sum? So one thing I can see is, oh no, that's not true. No. I was going to say you can't put a 6 at the crossing because they have to have different sums, but that's not true because like this one is telling you the digits in the column sum to 7, and this one's telling you the digits in the row sum to 4. So the 9. So we're only using the digits 1 to 6, so we can only do 3, 6, and 4, 5. But if the 6 is in between the digits that sum to 9, it can't be 3, 6, so it has to be 4, 5. So what does that tell us though? I don't know that I mean, we know there's a 6 in the middle here. So this one, I was going to say we know it's in the middle in all of these, but that's not true because this one could actually be at the edge with a 4 because there would only be one. And so yeah, same thing with the 2 here. Right, right, right. So if the 6 is, let's imagine the 6 was right in the middle there. These two would have to sum to 2, so they'd have to both be 1, and that's obviously not allowed. So the 6 is going to have to be on an edge here with a 2 just inside of it. So that's a 2, that's a 3. That's okay. We can do that. In fact, we need to have a 3 up here somewhere. That's a 6, that's a 5. If this is a 6, this is a... Oh, and in fact, since this is a 5, this has to be 1 or 6 on both sides, doesn't it? I didn't think about looking at extreme numbers here. The 4 is sort of good, not quite as much. Still, but it can't be 3 or 4. So 1, 6, 1, 6. If this is 6, that's 2. If this is 6, that's a 2. It's 3, 4, 5. Is that going to help us at all? Just, I mean, that just means this can't be a 1. This is 4 or 5. 2, 4, 5. Okay, so this one has to have a 4 and a 5 on either side of it. This one has to have a 1 and a 3, or this could be a 6 with a 4. This could have 2, 5, or 3, 4 on either side. So this has to have a 4 and a 5 on either side of the 6. Hmm. Okay, let's see. What can we do? Maybe we can do... Is there something I'm missing in here? If I knew if this was a 1 or a 6, that would help. Oh, this can't be a 6. Right, this can't be a 6. This can't be a 1. Because it's in the middle of the thermos. So this is either going to be 6, 5. Oh, no, it could be 6, 3. One or a 6. If it's a 1, this is a 1. If it's a 6, this is a 6. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. What else can we look at? Is there anything we can do up here? Ah, there's a 1. Right, there's a 1 up here. Oh, yes, yes. Okay, there's a 1 here, which means there has to be a 2 here. Which means this is a 4. This is not a 4. So this is either 1, 2, or 5, 6 across here. One of these is a 2. Okay, so one of these is a 2, which means you can't have a 2 in for this 1, 2 clue. So one of these has to be a 1. Uh, what does that tell us? It tells us there's a 1 down here. Ah, and a 1 down here. Right, a 1 down here means you have to have a 2 over here, so it's going to have to be right there. All right, nice. That's going to get us a lot of progress, it looks like. So let's see. Is there anything else? So this is 1 or 5. This is 2 or 6 as well. So these are going to be 1, 3. So the 2 is going to have to go with the 1, and the 4 will have to go with the 3. So this is 1. These are 2, 6, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6. And we have to have a 3 in one of these two because of the liar clue there. So this can't be a 3. So 1 or 3, 3, 4, 3 or 6, 1 or 2. 1, 1. There's a 1 over here. Ah, this 1 means you can't have a 1 up here, so there has to be a 5 up there, which means this is not a 5. So our 5 is here. And now this one then has to be a 1 or a 3, because it's going to have to satisfy this clue. Let's see, what else can we do? 1, 5, not a 1. So these are 1, 2, 3, and 6 across here. Doesn't seem super helpful. Oh, this one can't be a 4 now, because it would have to have a 0 on the circle. So this can't be the 4. The 4 is there. Which means there's a 4 up here. There's 4 down here. I already knew that. These are 1. Oh, this is a 1 now. These are 2 and 3. So that's going to be a 1 or a 2, and that's going to be a 3 or a 4. These are 4 and 5. Oh, so that gives us our 3 here. Right. 4 and 5. This is a 6. 1, 2. These are 1, 2, 5, and 6. 6 down here. So whichever one of these is 5, it has to go with the 4. And then the 3 has to go with the 5. So if we knew which one of these was 3 and 5. All right, let's see. Is there? Oh, there's a 4 right there looking at this 3, 4. Uh, um, so that's 1, 4, 5, I think. 1, 5, 1, 4, 5, 1, 5's there. 3, 5, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 1, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This is. Oh, this is 3 no matter what, isn't it? Because if you have a 1 there, this has to be 3. If you have a 5, this has to be 3 because of the 2 difference. Interesting. So that's a 1, whether that's a 1 or a 5, this is a 3. We don't know which way it goes, but. So 1. So this is 3, 4, 5, or 6. I'm not even going to write those in. There's too many options. 1, 2, 4, 5. So this is 1, 2, 5. 2, 2, 5. 1, 2, 5. This is 2, 5, 6. So this is 2 or 4. So this could be 6 and 2. This one is 2, 4, or 6 because of the 3, 5 here. Get rid of the 1s there and the 2s up here. Clean things up a little bit. Well, this can't be a 3, but. So this is 2, 4, or 5 because of the row, and it can't be 3 because of this 3. And it has to be 1 different. So it could be 2 or 4. It can't be 5. It has to be 2 or 4. Oh, which means this is a 3 either way. Right, because for this to be a 2, this would have to be a 1 or a 3. It can't be a 1, and it can't be a 3. So this is 3. Oh, 2. That gives us a 4 and a 1. So this is not 2. So, okay, so now we know the direction of this. This is 5, 6, 3, so it's going down to the right. So this has to be 1 or 2, which makes this a 5, 6. Oh, and this is a 1 or a 2. And do we know which way this one goes? 3, 5, 6. This could still be 3, 4. Otherwise, it's going down. Do we still not know which direction this one goes? I don't think we do. We used up everything with our arrows up here, right? Yeah, I think so. 3, 3, 4, 1, 5, 1, 5, 1, 4, 5. Yeah. Don't really see. This is. Oh, this can't be. Oh, this. Okay. Right, right, right. The 2 here. So if this is 1 or 5, this has to be 3. Just like this one, we said if it was 1 or 5, it had to be a 3. So therefore, this one now can't be a 1 or a 5 because it would have to have a 3 here. So it has to be 4. This is 2 or 6, but now we're going to get maybe all of this. Yep, all of this. Disambiguated. Very nice. And now the 5 tells us this is a 4. This 3 is going to give us the 5 there. So this is not 5. So this is increasing, moving to the left, which means this is a 5 or a 6. 6. These are 1, 2, 4. So there's definitely a 4 down here. Definitely a 3 here. 4 and a 3. One. So this is this is 3 or 5. This can't be the 6. This cannot be the 6 because it has to be one different from the 4, which means this is not going to be the 2 because we're going to have 6 and 2 here because of the clue out here. So 1, 3, 5 here. And now we've got the 4. Remember we said the 6 had to be between the 4 and the 5 for the 9 clue. So there's that. Now these are so this is 3. These are 1 and 2, which means this is 4 or 5 because it has to be 3 different. So this can't be the 6. 6 can still be in either one of these. So the 6 here is gonna have to have 2 5, 1 5 or 2 4 around it. 1 5 or 2 4. So it could be here with a 1, or it could be here with a 4 and a 2. Right? If it's here, it has a 4 and a 2. Oh, but the 1 5, we already have a 1 5 pair in here, so this can't be a 1. So this is the 6 with a 2 and a 4, and that 2 is going to give us the 1 and the 2 there, and that 1 is going to give us this 4. We need 3. These are 1 and 5. These are 3 and 4. Now, and this 4, this 6 in this row needs to have 1 and 3 around it, so it's got to be right here with a 1, 3, which is going to give us the 5 and the 1 there. This can no longer be a 2. Now we have a 1, 5, 6 triple, which gives us a 2 there. It's either 1 or 3. These can't both be 5s, but I don't think we know which one is the 5 yet. This could still... Oh, right, the 6 here gives us the 1. So now we know the direction of this. And since it's going up, this can't be a 5 because it would need a 6 after it. So this is 3. And this has to be 4 because it has to be going up. This is no longer 4, which puts the 4 there. Now, this can't be 1. So it's either 3, 4 with a 5 or a 6, or it's 2, 4 with a 5 or a 6. This can't be 1. This is 3 or 4 to get to the 5 or the 6. Okay, what about, let's see, we need 1, 2, 3 here. 4, 5, and 6, but this one can't be 6. The 6 can't be up here because we'd have to have a 7 next to it. And so that's obviously impossible. So that's the 6. Now the 6, the last 6 is right there. It needs to have 2, 5 or 3, 4. So this can't be 1. It either has to be 2, 5 or 3, 4. So that's a 4 or a 5. This is 1, 3, 4 or 5 across there. 2, so 1 or 3, yeah. There's a 2 over here. see, we have 2, 4, and that's not right at all. 2, 4, and 5 across here. 2, 5 would leave a 4. Oh, we have a 4, 5 pair. So this is a 2. Right, which is going to give us the 3, which means this has to be 3, 4 to make the 7. We have a 1 and a 5 and a 4. And the 4 gives us the 3 and the 4 there. So these are not 4. 1, 2, 5. This is a 3. So the 3 has to be right there. 1, 2, 5 triple gives us the 4 and the 5. Now, oh, this 5 gives us the 6. This is not 6. So now, right. So I was about to say the 5 has to be in here because if it's over here, it blocks the 4 and you would only see the 5 and the 6, but that's completely wrong. Actually, if we put the 5 right here, you'll see the 4, 5, and the 6 as the skyscrapers get bigger. But you'll definitely see at least one of these because they all have to be smaller than the 4. So this cannot be the 5. The 5 has to be over here, which means it's blocking the 6 and whatever's right here. So these two are not going to be visible. You're going to see the 5 and the 6, and then you need to see one more. So yeah, the 5 could be in either of these, I guess. Because if this is the 5, you could still do like 2 and 1, and you would see the 2, the 5, and the 6. Or if this is 5, then whatever's here would be good too. So I think this has to be 6 now, right? Yeah. This has to be 2, which means the 5 is up there, right? Yep, because it can't be here because of the 4. Now, can this be 5? Yeah, it can, because these two would be visible. That one, 5 and the 6, yeah. These 3 have to be increasing because you need to see all 4 of these digits. So we can kind of treat it like a thermo and put in the candidates kind of in increasing order. And these 2, 3 here tell us this is 1 and 4. And so now this has to be 5 so that you see the 1, 4, 5, and 6. That means this is a 6. These are 1 and 2. 3, 4, and 6. And these two can't be 6. So we get a 6 there. 1, 4, and 5. These can't be 5. These are 2 and 3. That gives us a 1 there. These are 2 and 3. This one can't be 2 because of the circle there. 2, 6. This is 3 or 4. These are 1, 2, and 5. Now you're seeing the 5 and the 6 wherever the 5 is. So yeah, I don't think we quite know the order of that yet. The 6. Oh, so these two need to. This can't be 5. So this has to be the 5, right? Because if you put the 5 in either of these, you're not going to be able to see enough skyscrapers. So that's the 5, which puts the 5 here. Now you're going to see the 5 and the 6 and whatever this digit is. So it doesn't really matter on that one. These need to increase moving up because you're seeing the 5 and the 6 and you have to see both of these. So 1, 2, 3, and 2, 3, 4, I suppose. And same here. These have to increase as well. So 1, 2, 3, and 2, 3, 4. And now we have a 2, 3, 4 triple. So this is 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 3 pair in the column gives us the 4 and the 3 and the 4 and the 3. And I don't think we know, because these aren't affected by the skyscrapers. Because this one's hidden behind the 5, and this one's hidden behind the 6 coming this way. And these just have to increase. You know, if this is a 3, it's going to have to be a 4, but one of them is going to be each way. It's going to be 3, 4, and 1, 2, or the other way around. But we don't know which is which yet. Okay, we can put these in down here. 4, 1, 4. If we knew the 5 and the 6 here, that might be what gives it to us here. Because if this is a 5, we can't put a 5 there. I suspect that's going to be what fixes this box. Is that's going to end up being a 5, but I'm not going to use that. That'd be a uniqueness argument, I suppose. Oh, right here. Look, the 3. That can't be a 4. That's a 1. Okay, 4. And that's going to give us all of this over here. 3 and 2. Okay, this is 2. This is 1. Perfect. We got 2 grids completely full. All right. Let's see if we can finish this off. Oh, the 1 here. That's giving us the 2 and the 6 there. So now that we have the 2, we know there has to be a 1 over here because we're going to have a 1 or a 2 in here. So this can't be the 1. That's the 1. 6 here means we've got to have a 3. So this has to be a 4 or 5. 3, 4, 5. And this can't be a 5. Right, because if this is a 5, these would be 3 and 4. And you wouldn't have a liar. You have to have one of them be a liar. So this has to be a 3 or a 4. So there has to be a 5 in here, which gives us the 4 there, the 5 there. That 4 gives us 5. We got a 3, 4 pair across the top. So these are 1, 5, and 6. This one can't be 1. These two can't be 5s. So this is a 5. These are these are 2, 4, and 6. No, 2, 3, and 4. Sorry. This is not a 3. This one has to be a 3 or a 4 because this needs a 3 or a 4, and it can't get it right there. So this is a 3 or a 4. One, 3. This has to have a 3. This has to have a 3. Oh, so we've got a 3 here and a 3 here because of the 2 clues. So this one can't have a 3. This is going to have to be a 1 because there's going to have to be a 3 over here. And that 1 is going to give us the 1s here. So this is 2, 3, 6. 2, 3, 6 triple gives us the 4. The 3. This is not a 3. 2, 3, 4, and 6. That one's not a 4. Oh, and there's a 3 over here, but we have to have a 3 or a 4 in these, so one of these two has to be a 4. So this is not a 4. All right, so this one's not a 4 because of the 4 down here. So this is a 4, which gives us 3, 2, 4, 3. Oh, the 1 gives us the 6 and the 1. Keep hitting the scroll wheel. There's a 3 here. Right. This can't be a 3. We already knew this couldn't be a 3 because we had the 3s over here. That's a 6. 3, 6. 2, 3, 6. Now this is probably going to be another situation where, you know, the digit here is going to give us. It's going to fix this because I think. 2, 6, 2, 3, 6. We've got 3s in one of those. We've got. Oh, we've already got a 6 here. That can't be a 6. But still, we've got 3s here, 6s here, and 2s, yeah. Don't think we can finish that off yet. We're going to need the digits down here. One of these is going to be a 2 or a 6 probably. Okay, so where do we go from here? This is going to be a 1 either way. If this was a 2, 6, 2, 6, 3, 2, 3. Yeah, I think that works with any of those. Okay, this is a 3 or a 5. What else can we do? Is there something we can do with the thermos down here? I mean, these can't both be 5s, but oh, because we got a 2 pointing at a 1. Right, there we go. That's what we needed to do. So this 2 gets rid of the 2 down here. So now this one is decreasing, which means that has to be a 3. This is a 2. That's a 1. Oh, get rid of the 3. We've got a bunch of 5, 6 pairs now. Okay, well this is now 1 or 2 to go with the 5 or the 6. This is a 3 and a 3. No, 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 obviously not. I added 2 to 1 to get 3, so I added 1 to 2 to get 3, but no. This one has to add because you can't go below a 1, but this one could add or subtract, and it's going to have to subtract because if I add, I get a double 3. So this is 2. There we go. That 2 gives us our 5s and 6s. 6, 5, 6, 5, which then, like I figured, is going to give us all of this. 4. So this 1, 5 then is going to fix the rest of these. 2, 1. Okay, perfect. Now we just have to finish off this one, which will then feed back into here. All right, well, the 1, 2, 3 down there gives us the 4 and the 5 and the 6. Okay, so this is 2, 3, 5. This one can't be 3. Oh, this one, these can't be 5. So that's a 5. These are 1 and 6. These are 2 and 4. Now, 11, we've got a 1. So these have to sum to 10, which is going to have to be 4 and 6. So these are 1 and 5. 12. We've got a 6. So these have to sum to 6. And 2. 2 is the minimum there. 1 is 4. We've only got 2 degrees of freedom. So this is 2, 3, or 4. This can't be a 5. If this is a 5, 6 and 5 is 11. We'd need a 1 and a 0. So yeah, that doesn't work. So this is a 1, which gives us a 5 there. So now we have 7. We need to have 5 in here, which is going to be 1, 4, or 2, 3. So this is 1, 3, or 4. This can't be 2, so this can't be 3. So this is, yeah, this can't be 4. So it's 1 with 4 or 3 with 2. 2, 4, 4, 6, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. This is 2, 3, or 4. So we have a 2, 3, 4 triple here. So that's going to give us 6, 4, 1, 6. These are 2, 3, and 5. It's definitely a 4 down here. Okay, let's see. 1s can't be. This is a 1 or... Oh, this has to be a 1 because it's... No. No, no, no. No, no, no. 1, 1, 3, or 6. Yeah, this is a 1. Yeah, because this is... We already got the 3, 6. So that gives us 3 and 6. That 3 means this is a 2. 2. Oh, this is 3, 4, 3. These are not... Oh, wait. What'd I do? Hold on, I did something wrong. Wait. 3 means that's a 2. 3, 4. I think I just mistyped. No, because yeah, these are 3, 5. Yeah. Okay, I just mistyped apparently. Okay, 2, 4, and 5. That scroll wheel is too easy to hit. 2, 4, and 5. These are also 2, 4, 5. This one can't be 5. We got 2, 4 pair. So these are 1 and 6, and the 1 and 6 over here give us the order. 2, 3, 4, 5. This is not 4. This is not 2. All right, so now let's look at the long diagonal here. We've got 10, we've got 11, 12. We need 8, which is going to have to be 5 and 3. So this has to be the 3 and the 5. 5, 4, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 4, 2, 4, and the 2 here fixes the 2, 6. So this is 2 and 1 and 4. That's going to give us 3, 2, 3, and 6, 2. And I think that's the answer. I hope that's the answer. There you go. That was a fun puzzle. That was it's interesting because they were all 6x6s, which are usually pretty simple, and I think each of the puzzles by themselves probably, isn't too bad, but the combination of all of them and the interlocking and the, connecting them with all these differences here um, was very interesting, and it just made it, there's so many different things to look at. You're not quite sure where you should go next. And there was definitely, maybe I wasn't doing it the most efficient way. I'm sure I probably wasn't doing it the most efficient way, but I definitely was, get a little bit here, jump over here, do a little bit, come over here for a little bit, do a little bit over, I was jumping around a lot. It wasn't like solve all of one grid, solve all of the next grid. So that was really cool how they were all interconnected so much. So great puzzle. Thanks to Janamico for creating that. If you guys tried it out, let me know how you did, and I'll see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching.